This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Reese?
Okay, Holly. And the Demon Deacons ready to kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a look at them first. These two teams don't exactly love each other, and man, did they trade blows back and forth the last time they met.
Yeah, Reese, don't love each other is an understatement. They severely dislike each other, and that's how it should be. And last game, man, it was back and forth, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Who's mentally prepared for this ball game? Who can handle the emotions, Palmer, early to start this game?
Yeah, that's the great thing about rivalry games like this. When these two teams play each other, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading haymakers, and ultimately it comes down to which guy, which team is standing ladder.
Snags it and he's open. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Breaks into the open. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. And run inside. It's Scott. Wolfpack will get the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Hits inside. It's Scott. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Sets his feet, it's Bailey. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his big tight end. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. it, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. A pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going with the ground game left. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Demon Deacons offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Gio Lopez. Last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Well, this guy's been sensational individually, and when he plays well, he gives his team a chance to win. We know that. Now, obviously, they've got 2 losses. You can't afford another one if you want to reach the college football playoff, David. I think people around him need to step up, and that's going to be, I think, critical in this game.
It's critical the rest of the season. Like you said, the mulligans are gone. You've had a couple of bad performances, but I think they've learned, too, what they do well. And he had a good week last week. Build on it. No more room for error. Everyone step up. Like you said, the run game get better. Receivers make plays, and then see where this season goes.
Look out! Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who.
Touchdown, Wake Forest! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, they block it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Out wide right, it's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got his man downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Drops back on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Acker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Scott. There's a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Driving forward, it's Scott. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, NC State!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The play fake, Gio Lopez. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Lopez fighting the noise. Rushes on. Turns it upfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Using his legs, it's Wiggins. He's past the marker. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Demon Deacs! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Demon Deacon sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And the Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. It's complete to the right. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the foot.
Touchdown, Wake! A great catch and run for 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the big...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll run it. It's Wiggins. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, wait! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the run, it's Scott. He's got enough. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Straight ahead, it's Scott. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 7 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Wildcats looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Carter Finley Stadium. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I did catch up with the Demon Deacons head coach at the half. Coach reminded his team in the locker room that this is a moment that they can claim some redemption. They've got a lead right now on the road. They lost this game the last time the two teams met, but this is their moment to put their foot down. He said, I want us to come out with the most energy we've had all game. Even though we've got a lead, this is where we set the tone for dominance down the stretch. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Working the middle, it's complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Turns it upfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here.
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the counter. Powers through the defender. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right side, it's Johnson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
3rd and long right here. Throwing, Lopez. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Really nice job by the defense, because they're doing their part, especially these last 2 drives now. Trailing here in the second half, but not by much. And they know if they just keep getting it back to their offense, good things are going to happen. Really nice job on 3rd down that time, getting the sack and now giving their offense another chance.
And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive...
Sprinting away! Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You've got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Throws it off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Lopez finds his target. Oh, what a move to get open. Turning it on. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Wiggins. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Looking for room, it's Scott. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And you're seeing more of this in college football, man. Bringing on more and more tight ends, guys that are versatile pieces. And you see it right there, right? You can still throw the football. And now you got to match up with those guys and their big bodies. Nice throw down the field, nice catch. Nice job of using multiple tight end packages for the...
Touchdown, Wolfpack! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. So this offense really hasn't done much here in the second half, maybe playing it a little close to the vest, and this game's tightened up just a bit. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he stopped. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Caught on the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Push it ahead. There he goes. Jukes his way for more. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Could not make his way to the corner. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Now on the counter. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Might as well run him again. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll run it, looking for a crease.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. He's got his man across the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year, and this one is going to rest.